What's the very first thing that goes through your mind when you're asked to present an idea, or your results, or other such content to a group of people, some of which you know, others that you don't? What if it's virtual? What if it's an in-person event? What if it's on a big stage as well? Wait, what? How many people in the room? Did you say 300 people in the room? I'm sure the first thing that goes through your mind is, what the fire truck? Perhaps followed by, well, why me? Or even, get them to do it. You can see where this is going to end up, right? In a bit of a nosedive or a tailspin. But what do you do? Moreover, how do you prepare? Well, in this series I've called NORF'S Presentation Skills Shorts, I'm going to share a few top tips on how you can make your in-person public speaking engagement or virtual presentation physically land with your audience to make them a massive success. So the first one out of the gate, have you ever been caught in that situation where you're happily presenting, then all of a sudden your slides for some reason go blank, or you're forced to do an update on your computer, or the projector decides to pack up and it's checked out? Panic sets in, and it sets in super fast. A similar thing happened to me a few years ago when I was in Sweden. I was presenting on stage live to about 250 delegates, and the screen that I was using at the time was humongous. It was 4 meters high, which is about 13 feet, and 11 meters wide, which is about 36 feet. Every single image and video on that screen was razor sharp. The sound was amazing, and the flow throughout all of it was going super well. All of a sudden, mid-flow, on the screen behind me, my slides vanished without a trace, like a ninja. Gone. Believe it or not, this happened not just once, not twice, not even 3 times. This happened to me 4 times in total. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a split second to gather my thoughts, but can you guess what happened next? Yes, the colour drained out of my face and I panicked. I didn't quite do that, to be fair. What happened next? Because I'd spent the time offline learning all of my content, when I came to delivering it online, in person, my part of the delivery went really well because I knew my content. We should never, ever, ever underestimate the power of practicing our presentations or public speeches. I want you to think now of your favorite on-screen actor or your favorite musician. Do you think they just rock up and play out their sets, or assume they know what roles they have to play on sets without any rehearsals? Absolutely not. You'd be bonkers to suggest that, right? They all practice and rehearse before their deliveries. So here's the thing, what if they didn't put in the time to practice? Imagine that. If you went to one of their performances and they hadn't put in the time to practice, you'd be one of the first to message out on social that actually these guys are really not worth your time, and I want my money back as well. Presentations and public speaking engagements are absolutely no different. So if you've been asked to present any content, no matter the audience, make the investment ahead of time, offline if you will, to know your content. Now, I know that most people hate maths. I am absolutely one of them. However, here's a super easy mathematical equation that you can remember. P equals plus P. Practice makes positive progress. In other words, if you're going to do anything for 8 hours a day, you're going to get good at it. So practice your presentation or your public speech to ensure that you knock it clean out of the park. And that's it for the first in this video series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.